off as the color commentary analyst guy to where now I'm the play-by-play voice of the league. I'm in a very happy spot, I would say. I was actually born in England. So at the age of 10, I moved to the Chicagoland area, and we actually ended up in Byron, Illinois. Very small farm town. One of, I think, the more older towns in the area, has a very rich history here. It was definitely a crazy move because it's such a culture difference from going from England, having a different accent, and the way you eat food, the snacks that you eat is so different to everything that's over here. It was actually one of my best friends, Remy. He's the reason I got into the game of NBA 2K specifically. One day he came over, rented a game from a family video that we had, and he says, yeah, this is NBA 2K10. I was like, oh, cool, like, let's play it. I played it one time and immediately was hooked. Me and my neighbor played every single day, searching crew mode, Play Now Online, like all these different things. So that's where I started really learning the game of basketball and the ins and outs. And everything that I have learned from like about basketball to this day is all from playing the video game. And from that point on, I mean, I'd go years down the line. I could memorize the starting five of every single NBA roster because I would play so much in the game, and I would actively go watch the actual basketball too, and be like, okay, everything is updating day by day. This guy's stats are going up and down. So, yeah, it was thanks to 2K10, I feel like the reason I'm in the position now. And then when I actually started saying, oh, there's money.
They couldn't hear that shit at all.
I'm 13 years old playing in a $2,000 tournament. Tried to sign me up. One of the first basketball games I watched was
oh, that shit's music.
So that's where I became accustomed to Dirk at the time. All my gamer tags were kind of centered around something to do with like the Mavs, or it was to do with Dirk Nowitzki himself. The name Dirk is always going to be there. Fun fact, when I was going to become a citizen, I was thinking of adding Dirk in as a middle name because I don't have a middle name. I still haven't been able to meet him just yet. But he did get me the signed jersey, which is like #1 prized possession.
Vandy brings it Greens. Vandy pulls it back again. Greens gets stunned. Down to the paint he goes. I see a deep midi. No, it's a very early.
It got to about senior year, and that's when I really discovered esports commentary. And when I started watching that and I heard the voices, I was like, I'm going to give this a try. I immediately got done with it. I was like, okay, this isn't for me. Like, I really enjoyed it, but it's like, I did not sound good. But then the reaction I got from the Twitch chat, the Twitter world of, wow, this guy's actually pretty good. So, oh, okay, maybe I'll just, keep doing it.
It was a fun time. It was a fun season. That's what, like, a lot of people, if they don't follow me, I've been up to when we're not broadcasting NBA 2K League games, too.
Back in 2017, I was living in Arizona. At the time, I was still working other esports events, and that's when the announcement came out that the NBA 2K League was going to end up being a thing. So I was like, sweet, I'll get a bunch of clips and throw them all together. Phone rings from this thing is like New York, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Pick up the phone, and that's when he said, hey, we want you to fly out to New York, Hulu Theater, Madison Square Garden. That's where we're having the first ever draft. We want you to come be the analyst for the draft. And I was like, yes. He said, it's next week.
History begins today. 102 of the world's best NBA 2K gamers will be drafted into the world